the K&I Car Show. This is Kevin Passman. I'm Isaac Eubank. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Today we're talking about the
1972 Pontiac Ventura.
1972 Pontiac Ventura. This is not a Nova, guys. I thought it was a Nova.
I thought it was a Nova the first time I saw it too, because from the back it's identical to the Nova, but it is a Pontiac.
Okay, is this now, is that the poor man's Nova? Is that what this is?
No, this is the rich man's Nova, man.
The rich man's Nova?
Yeah,
Don't you think a Nova would be the rich man's Nova?
No, Pontiac had a little bit better name, man. A little bit more
zhuzh?
Yeah. So they could charge like 20% more for the name brand, for the front grille change.
Okay, all right. So Pontiac Ventura.
Yep.
Pontiac Ventura.
They also made a Buick Apollo and an Oldsmobile Omega. All the same car, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, is that confusing for car guys? Does that get upsetting when you you're at a car show, you'll see something, and you'll be like, oh man, I know what that is. And you start telling your buddy, and you walk up close to it, and you're like, you're wrong.
For real car guys, it doesn't cause any issues because you kind of know the differences. But it is the Pontiac Ventura. It's an original unrestored car. It had, when I found it, it had 14,000 original miles. We found it in a tow yard in Birmingham, Alabama. And I was there looking for parts for a little Z car I had. And it was just sitting there, and I was like, I don't need another project car. But as you can see, when I opened the door and looked at the interior, it was absolutely fabulous. Oh,
man. Now, this Pontiac, you said it's all, I did that backwards. You said it's all original. That means paint and everything.
Paint and everything. 350 automatic. It's an old four-door car, but it came with factory AC, which looks like a huge missile under the hood there. So weighs as much as the car itself.
Wow.
I think the rest of the car.
What color green is that?
I don't know, but it is a cool green. They use that green on a lot of the Chevelles and the Novas and a lot of the General Motors at the time. It's a beautiful color to me.
Nice. 350. Now 350, is that pretty powerful, man? I mean, is that like?
Yeah, this one actually, it's more powerful than the ones in the mid-70s because with the fuel crisis in the mid-70s, they gutted the cars for fuel efficiency and for emissions and stuff. So the horsepower dropped by 30 or 40% probably after 1972.
So you're at a junkyard, you spot this original car. I mean, is it just sitting there all pristine, just like by me, or it looked like this when you found it?
Yeah, it looked like that when I found it. But all it needed was some tires, some gasoline, and some keys, actually, because we couldn't find the keys.
Dude, you know I'm not a car guy, so if I'm seeing this, I'm walking right past it. I'm like, flat tires, it's dirty. That's too much work for me.
I almost went past it too, but when I opened the door and looked at the interior and checked out that mileage, I said that has to be original miles,
Yeah.
So I knew it was worth it, but I didn't know. The guy told me he wanted $2,800 for it. So I was like, let me go to the bank. So I came back with $2,800, and there was another guy there and said, no, I told that dumbass I didn't want $2,800. I want $3,500 for the car. It's like,
oh man,
I've never taken it down the Ventura Highway, but I'm gonna give it a shot, man. Why not?
Right.
I want to drive my Ventura down Ventura Highway singing that tune. Ventura Highway, you know that?
I don't know that.
There you go, then.
Well, there you go. Give me some of it.
It's
How does it go?
Ventura Highway. In the sunshine, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I can hum it, though. But I do drive my cars, man. I drive this car, and consequently, I have had a busted windshield, as you can see. Nice little 2x4 fly up in the...
Ouch! How did that happen?
Just cruising along on the freeway in Houston, and the car in front of me hit a 2x4 in the road, and bam, right there. So, but the problem is I can't find a windshield for this car now.
What have you done with this car? You found this car. You're like, all right, I'm gonna give you $3,500 for it. Then what? What happens?
Well,
you just drive it off. You throw some tires on it.
No, we put it in a trailer. We drove it back to Louisiana, And I found some again the rally wheels, not the off-road Baja, but the rally wheels.
The rally
Pontiac.
wheels?
I got those from a Firebird. A guy had a Firebird on Craigslist, $100 for the set.
Can you rally race something this big?
You can, but not successfully. You can rally race any damn thing. But,
How do they sell rally wheels for?
it's all decorative, man.
Oh,
it's all decorative. But yeah, I got
So
these wheels.
confusing. How do you become a car guy or get into something that's just makes no sense?
Most things are decorative on cars with this age, but yeah, the rally wheels are just really cool looking. I've always liked them, It's from the Firebird and stuff like that. I put some gasoline in it. I did put some Flowmaster mufflers on it, which sounds great within 350. It sounds throaty and muscular and muscle car-y, but it's kind of decorative too.
Yeah.
It's all. But it has a fantastic interior. As you can see, they have nice little ashtrays for the kids in the back.
I like the faux wood paneling. It looks
Faux wood paneling
Yeah,
is very 1970s.
It looks cool.
The interior is basically perfect except for the driver's side seatbelt has been cut out. My dad took it for a road trip and he couldn't get out of the seatbelt, so he whipped out his knife and cut it right out instead. He panicked, These old cars, there's a technique for everything.
Was he on a train track or what?
No, he was at a gas station, man. But, he's an old Vietnam vet, and then that PTSD kicks in, and you gotta get out of there.
I feel you, man. I got a little bit of that shit going on with myself, man.
But he panicked, and these old cars, everything takes a touch. Even taking the damn seatbelt off. It has a touch to it, and he wasn't familiar with this car. And there goes the seatbelt. Yeah.
So what have you done with this car since you had it?
First of all, I've actually put 11,000 miles on it myself driving.
Oh, wow.
In the last 5-6 years. But like I said, I drive my cars. I've taken it out. We put it in a movie. It's called, I call it Mest, but it's actually Mist, I think. It's a Russian word for, I don't know, but it's a Russian word. And there's some clips in the movie. It's a cool little story. But
Nice.
yeah. So I've driven it. I've put it in a movie and just enjoyed the hell out of it.
Wow, man. And did you make some money putting it in a movie, or?
Yeah,
Is this what you do with your car? Or are you like a movie prop guy or what?
No, I actually have done a lot of cars in the movies over the years because Louisiana has a pretty good movie industry.
Oh, okay.
And they're doing a lot of old pieces from the 50s, 60s, and stuff like that. And they like to have the old cars and make a little money on it every now and then.
Nice, cool deal. I like this car because it looks like a man's car. If I'm gonna roll up in something that's restored or old or whatever, I want it to be loud and make a statement. I'm not gonna pull up in a boat with fins.
Well, the thing is, man, when you become a car guy, it takes time it's an acquired taste for these little different cars, these unusual stuff like that. Real car dudes are into really odd stuff, man. I mean, you can start out with your basic Chevelles and Camaros, which are really cool cars, but this is more,
basic bitch stuff.
These
basically.
other cars are more acquired.
Those are basic bitch car guys. Basically, what you're saying. Hey, all I'm saying is you guys need to freaking remark. Let us know what you think, or what are real car guys into? Are they into the muscle cars? So you put it in a movie and you give these guys carte blanche to do whatever the heck they want with it.
Well, within reason, and of course they're always going to assure you that the car is going to be perfect, no problems and all that. Like, oh, we use these little suction cups, it won't damage your paint. But as you can see, the big circle, and this is like a damn pipe plate. This thing is as big as a pipe plate.
I know, that's why.
It circles all over the front.
That's why I'm bringing it up, man.
I think it needs a little respray anyway,
I'm just saying, man. You got a car that's all original, and these cocksuckers put freaking suction cups on your thing, and they're leaving these rings that look like you've been attacked by a freaking octopus or a fucking, what do they call a kraken, dude? Came down and
they did pay me for the movie, but the thing is, you can't buy the original paint again. You know,
Yes.
you can't buy that again.
Yeah.
But it's my fault. But although at the end of the movie, I did let a 14-year-old drive the car as fast as he wanted to up and down the road. When they said it was a wrap, I was like, all right, it's a wrap. So I took these kids, man, they were like 14, 15 years old. They've been getting up at 5 a.m. doing these shows, this movie every day. They were bored. But when the producer said that's a wrap, we were like, all right. So we got on this river road. We're hauling ass, just missing mailboxes, just barely missing mailboxes and shit. And the producer's running up. Stop! I think this is my time. I'm risking my.
You sure he wasn't like, hey, stop, bring back those 14-year-old boys?
Don't accept rides from strangers.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Oh,
we had a good time though, man.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Well, dude, man, I freaking, this is my favorite car of all the ones that you've shown me so far. I love it, man. Pontiac is dope. I hope you guys love it too. I want to thank you guys for freaking tuning in. We love you. Thank you for subscribing. But you can come see us. We do live comedy all over the United States, even, you know, around the world, man. You might even catch us in New Zealand. So keep an eye out. All right. Thanks. Peace.